Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Togekiss, level 51, 100% IV. Now, there's a little bit of a kicker here. We do not have Aura Sphere. We got Flamethrower, and I'm going to show you why you don't really need it. If you do have it, that's perfectly fine. They're basically almost doing the same thing. Now, it will be giving you a little bit of a better advantage over, say, like a Kyogre or a Dialga, okay? But I didn't encounter a single, there was like maybe one Dialga today. It was a loss. But for the most part, they were non-existent because that's just the way the algorithm goes sometimes. So we're just going to go with Flamethrower. And I'm going to show you, do you need it? You don't really need it. But if you have it, it's perfectly fine. Again, they're both almost doing the same thing. I mean, if it's Steel, it's weak to Fire. Even a Dialga is still going to be taking a lot of damage from Aura Sphere, okay? So if you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up. Much appreciated. It really does help me out quite a bit. We're going to be pairing it up with Groudon, Kyogre, Yveltal, and I do believe that's it. The Yveltal will be towards the end. I just wanted to have a little fun. Week 2 ice for sure when we got all three of these on the team here, but we will be pulling off some wins. And with that said, let's see what we have going on here. Togekiss will be getting the boost quite frequently. I do believe it already got one here. This is why I shielded up. So I could have probably farmed down, but they did have quite a bit of energy. So I'm going to go ahead and just take them out so we can win that swap again. Down a shield. And Ancient Power, you always kind of might want to go with that. There's a Dialga. Oh boy, right when I say that, there's no Dialgas today. Alright, but getting off an Aura Sphere is going to take some time. And now they do have the threat of you potentially having it anyways. So even though you don't have it, you can still, go Flamethrower and they think... It's kind of, you see where I'm going with this. Now, a matchup that I specifically saw that kind of changed for me was going to be Togekiss versus Kyogre. Even though I do not have it, they now have to feel like I gotta shield this up. They're about to do a ton of damage with that Aura Sphere, as opposed to having Flamethrower before, and Ancient Power is really not too much of a threat up against Kyogre. And then getting to, I do believe, Dazzling Gleam, it's going to take a little bit more energy, and not too many people are going to be running that with a quick move that's doing ridiculous amount of fairy damage anyways. So let's see what we have. Yveltal at the end, I said. I'm just getting this all mixed up here. Kyogre's at the end. Alright, so bringing in the Groudon, going for a little bit of a combo breaker to take the win. Now let's see what we have for the next battle. Met with a Ho-Oh. This is not great. Yeah, we got the Togekiss in the back who doesn't want to see that at all. We do have Ancient Power, which is going to be pretty effective towards it, but it takes forever to get there, so we still have to get through that. Alright, they're going to be shielding up our first Precipice Blade, so I'm going to go ahead and shield up their Sacred Fire, and they're swapping into a very nice, shiny Yveltal. I started to see them quite a bit when I put my own Yveltal on the team. I was like, man, this game never fails to, show its self here, right? Anyway, what we're going to do is farm them down. If they did have Hurricane, we would be not looking too good if they actually got that off, but they do not. And they're going for 2 Dark Pulses and taking us down into the yellow, which is pretty crazy. Now we got enough energy to go for an Ancient Power, 4 times effective to Ho-Oh, and they're letting it go. Look at that damage, beautiful. And the Charm is doing a decent amount, and we're getting to another one because we had so much energy. Let's get it. We're going to be hitting Ancient Power for the majority of the time. I think we hit Flamethrower 2 times, but when we do, you're going to see how satisfying it is. You're going to see exactly why you want Flamethrower. Well, why I personally like Flamethrower. Now, you did see I was trying to Elite TM it. If I could, I probably would have just used that. But they haven't enabled that yet, so Flamethrower it is. When I can, I'll think about it if I want to use an Elite TM because of the situations that we did have. It called for Flamethrower more often than the Aura Sphere personally. Alright, so we're up against a Lugia here, going for the Fire Punch, bringing in the Yveltal. Now this is a nice 100% IV. I think it hasn't been best buddied up yet, but man, I got it in a lucky trade. So I went pretty hard when we were able to do unlimited remote raids, Oh, the good old times. So I was able to max it out, and we're good to go on that. Don't use it too often, but when I do, I really enjoy it. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Kyogre. It's not particularly great, and this is exactly what I was talking about, though. Before, they didn't necessarily have to shield. Ancient Power would do a little bit of, it's like, what, 3 charms worth of damage? Aura Sphere is going to be doing a good chunk of their health, so now they're going to be a little bit more obligated to shield up Togekiss, as you're going to see here. Now, I can't certainly say, oh, they're shielding it up because of the new move. Let's just call it like that, right? So it's got a little bit of bait play there. Bringing in our Yveltal to finish off this Kyogre because we do not want to bring in our Groudon to go up against that water type, taking them out and getting there before they get to the surf. Very nice. and we're still in the green nice and healthy. And they're bringing in a Togekiss themselves and swapping into a Tyranitar. Is that an extra small Tyranitar? I want to use an extra small or extra large and power it up. Maybe it's just a normal one. Anyways, we're one-shotting it. They let it go. I was fearing they were going to shield it up because if they did, it wouldn't have been looking too good. But they let it go, and now we're going to be able to fire punch away. Now, if you're thinking, well, the Yveltal is going to be, what is it going to do up against Togekiss? Well, Dark Pulse actually still does a decent amount of damage. So if we can get enough health down on them, get a shield, let's go, then we should be able to look pretty good here. And we get to the last fire punch that we need to get to here. This is great, swapping into our Yveltal before they do take us out. No more shields. Ancient Power is going to be doing a lot. Can we survive another charm? We don't need to. We get to the Dark Pulse. Is this going to KO the Togekiss? Not very effective, and it does. Let's go. Alright, that was pretty exciting there. Next battle, what are we going to see? Mewtwo with Togekiss in the lead. We'll swap out that lead periodically here. And, you know, this is okay, I guess. At least it's taking neutral damage and a bunch at that as well. So we'll let that first Side Strike go here. We do have Yveltal, so we could try to catch, and I think we do at one point, maybe. Letting that go, unfortunately, so we can just... Down goes Togekiss, and there's the Dialga again that I was saying that we weren't seeing. Oh, okay. Nonetheless, building up to a Focus Blast here to bait them out, going for a Dark Pulse, very nice. Now we're going to have to build up to another one and definitely shield this up. We do have the Groudon that can handle that, but we kind of want to have a little play here. Yveltal is on the squishier side, let's put it that way. Alright, so they're letting it go, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to recover the situation, bringing in Groudon, and I'm hoping that this is going to be enough, but I don't think so. They're going to survive with about 1 HP, or not. They're going to shield it up and use their last shield. Now this is going to KO the Mewtwo. We're looking good. Dialga does have energy. What do they want to do here? We have a shield left. What's going on? Yveltal is somewhat healthy, so let's see what they have in the back. Bringing back that Dialga. Easy shielding this up. I think actually back out after this. Yep, okay, correct. So we don't even get to see what is in the back, unfortunately, but we're taking that win and moving it on to our next opponent. What are we going to see? A Zacian. All right, well, you do have to look out for Wild Charge, and all of a sudden, like I've said before, I don't really see Wild Charge Zacians really ever until I got some flyers on the team. So we're going to go ahead and shield this first one up, and in fact, it is a Wild Charge, and we're actually able to get to the Ancient Power 2 times lowered on their defense, and they're going to be using a shield. And we swap. I was trying to catch because it looked like they built up to 2, which they did, but they were holding onto their energy a little bit longer. So now they retreated with energy on that Zacian, which is going to be a threat later down the line, as we do have our Yveltal that is going to be taking a lot of damage as well. So they let the Precipice Blades go on the Mewtwo, going for the Fire Punch here to take them out as quick as possible, still holding on to 1 shield and a and we'll see what they bring in. Zacian, okay, yeah, they're going to kind of have to throw here, farming up a little bit more now. I think they're pretty much at 2 charge moves just about at this point. Let's see what happens. So we got 2 flyers. Oh boy. Oh boy. They're retreating into an Excadrill. Yeah, that's definitely... Now we're screwed. I don't know how we're going to pull this one off here, folks. Definitely letting that first Rock Slide go for sure. Building up to the Focus Blast to bait and going for the Dark Pulse here. I think they let it go anyways. Yes, they do. Okay, so we swap into the Togekiss to try to recover the situation. Shielding this up here. Hoping we got that charm through. Oh, 1 more charm is enough to take them out. They got 1 shield, but it doesn't really matter at this point. I shouldn't have went for this. I was kind of fishing for a boost, but that was ridiculous. I should have just continued on with my charm, but we snuck that last one through, as you just seen there, and that is going to be enough to KO them when we take that win. Let's go. Moving it on to the next one. Leading with Yveltal. The first battle, I put Yveltal in the front. A freaking Togekiss. Are you kidding me? Yeah, no, come me a break. Alright, so we got a mirror match going on. They're retreating that Togekiss with a decent amount of energy, probably enough for a Aura Sphere, and bringing in a Giratina here. Okay, sounds good to me. Did we just get the boost? Was I yapping and did not pay attention to that? I don't think I would have probably shielded it up. Alright, so we have Yveltal to bring in and farm down here, but of course they're going to be bringing back that Togekiss, so we have that to worry about. And Groudon is not necessarily a counter to Togekiss, but we did do a decent amount of damage with Charm, and Dark Pulse also does a decent amount of damage as well to Togekiss. 2 of them will bring it down into the yellow anyways. Alright, so letting that Shadow Ball go, Giratina putting up a damn fight before it does go down, and they're bringing back that Togekiss, going for the Dark Pulse here. Let's see what it's going to do. We're getting a shield and swapping into our Groudon, and they've got a Garchomp in the back, going for the Precipice Blades immediately here. Now, they do have Mud Shot, right? So, typically, they go Mud Shot and Earth Power Outrage, right? That's what I would think, but not this one. They freaking got Sand Tomb, of course. Usually, it's Dragon Tail, Sand Tomb, Earth Power, right? So, they got me with that bait, which was kind of annoying, so we're able to land that there. Now, I'm kind of contemplating what I should do here. Shield this up, Can't farm them down quite, so we're just going to go ahead and go for the Fire Punch immediately here. We are down on our defense, so they're going to be able to take us out that much quicker. Togekiss doing a lot. We just need to get to this Fire Punch, and we're looking good here. We do have energy on our Yveltal. We're going to swap in here immediately and go for the Dark Pulse and take the win with that bad lead right where we started. Yveltal said, get your fairy butt out of here. All right, moving it on to the next one. What are we going to see? All right, Kyogre lead. Let's see what we have going on. So it started to not throw any more Dialgas, and at this point I said, okay, well, I think I'll be safe going in here with Kyogre, right? No Dragon leads quite yet. We'll see what happens here in a bit. So up against Lugia, we're building up quite a bit to kind of maybe get a shield out of them, but they let it go just to Surf, and they're going for a Sky Attack, so we're calling that as well. And we're going to go for another Surf here just because I'm not trying to bait anymore. Not building up, and we're getting a shield. They're retreating and bringing in a Zekrom. We swap into our Groudon. I mean, we could have went with Togekiss, but we can let this first one go as opposed to Togekiss. It's just going to take a ton of damage from that. I think we will survive it anyways. Then the Dragon Breath is resisted, but this is a little bit more comfortable here. Getting to another one, but they're going to be able to win that CMP up against Groudon. All right, got another legendary out here going for the Precipice Blades again to take them out. Down they go. They are shieldless at this point. They're going to be able to get a decent amount of farm, and I'm not able to get to my Fire Punch. Bringing in Kyogre to kind of just get their last shield and hoping that there's something in the back that Togekiss can handle here. Now let's go. Let's see what we have going on. It is going to be a Gholdengo. There you go, folks. This is where you want the Flamethrower, because that is going to be a Steel and Ghost type, and damn, that's crazy that they have that. Damn, I haven't even gone out to do the lure thing anymore, or turn on my little incense for it. But we're able to Flamethrower and take it out. Now I was thinking they might get to another Sky Attack. I think they had enough energy, but we're able to charm them down with that Togekiss and take the win. Let's go. There is your Flamethrower 1. Next battle, met with the Mewtwo. Okay, this sounds good here. Kyogre is just a pain in the butt to handle if you're not a dragon. It is just going to tear you up, right? I mean, that quick move is annoying. Going for the Surf. Let's see what they want to do here. Shield it up. Yes, they're going to be shielding that up. Now, we will shield up their next Side Strike here and win this matchup if they let it go, of course, right? So that's going to be good. The only problem is we're going to be left with a decent amount of health for them to farm up. But we're getting 2 shields out of them. Okay, I'm definitely not going to double shield. We'll let this go. Easy money. Go in here and farm them down with Togekiss, as Groudon is not going to be able to do it as fast. So we're farming them down and building up our energy. They're bringing in a Metagross, swapping into our Groudon, and they've got a Dragonite. So I'm thinking, okay, hold on. This is not good, but wait a minute. They're shieldless here. So what I need to do is make sure that this Dragonite has enough health for us to farm on the Togekiss and get to Flamethrower, but that's still not going to be enough. Flamethrower is doing more than Aura Sphere to Metagross, and this is exactly where you want Flamethrower. I was so happy to have this situation here so you can see it yourself. It's very self-explanatory, but a visual is great as well. All right, so here we go. I under-tapped that last thing so we can have enough time to farm them up here. Going for a Dragon Claw, and then they swap so I can't farm anymore. We get to the Flamethrower. Let's see how much this is going to do, folks. This is crazy. Literally, Togekiss's worst enemy is a Metagross. Yeah, literally, it is. All right, so here we go. We're shielding this up. Who's going to win this freaking battle? And we take them out with Charm. Let's go. Togekiss said, get your steel butt out of here. All right, let's get it. Okay, there's the dragons. The game said, no. You can't be winning no Metagross matchups with your Togekiss. Here's a Rayquaza to your Kyogre. Have a little fun. All right, that's okay. So unfortunately, I go for Origin Pulse, which is a dead sign like, well, this could be Blizzard. All right, so they shielded up, or Thunder. So I could have got up 2 Surfs, so at this point they're able to farm me down, and now we're going to get a little bit more farm with the Togekiss and immediately swap 2, because they're going to debuff us like by 2 stages here, I would assume. There's the 1, the 2, and farming them out of here. Let's go. They're down a shield, got good energy, bringing in a Metagross. Folks, are we going to see another one of these situations with the Flamethrower to it? Let's go. They're bringing in a Giratina. We're going to go ahead and swap into that Groudon. Going for Precipice Blades. They land it. Now, I'm looking at my shields. I'm thinking, they're trying to bait me right here. Exactly. So we're going to let that Ominous Wind go while holding on to those shields. But it's getting a little close, so we're going to have to shield up the next Ominous Wind. Doesn't really matter at this point. Going for the Fire Punch bait. Getting a shield out of them. This is getting real interesting here. They are shieldless. That's all we really needed. Now, I go for this. I was thinking, damn, did I just screw up? I could have just taken them out. But they swap. We get to the Precipice Blaze. This is going to one-shot this easy money. It looks like the Groudon's taking the spotlight for the last battle. It's like, my turn. Alright, step aside, Togekiss. You did enough against that Metagross. Let me do my job. Alright, thank you for watching, folks. If you did enjoy, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!